Well, Paul has a very nice thought for us today in the second reading. Brothers and sisters, I should like you to be free of anxieties. And I feel like I'm probably the last person to tell you how to be free from anxiety. But I can imagine, as you've all started this new semester, anxiety has risen to a fever pitch. You're dealing with new classes, new professors, just papers that are due, projects that'll start to be due very soon. And the anxiety continues to rise. Maybe you have different relationships in your life that are sources of anxiety for good or for bad. Paul kind of talks about here how it's better to be single, at least in his mind, because then otherwise you're worried about, if you're a married person, pleasing your wife or husband. And in a similar way, maybe you're worried about pleasing many people. You're worried about pleasing bosses or teachers again, maybe friends. Maybe you're a priest, although I don't think that one happens as much. So good for you. You're not anxious about that. It's easy to be anxious about a lot of things. And Paul is hoping that we would be free from anxiety, that we would only be anxious about the things of the Lord. How do you do that? I think one of the other passages that's beautiful for looking at anxiety is the story of Martha and Mary, where Jesus says to Martha, "Martha, you're worried and anxious about many things, but there's need of only one thing. And Mary has chosen the better part, and it will not be taken from her." I think at the source of a lot of anxiety, at least, is some sort of lack of love. We feel like we're missing something. We feel like, I think, somehow we have to earn love. And so we're trying to earn the love or the respect of our teachers, those that we like, our friends. And that's not how love works. Love is not something that you earn. It's something that's given. And it's tough whenever, maybe in your own growing up context, or maybe even a lot of the ways that the world talks to you, are saying that you have to do certain things in order to be loved. It's really disheartening whenever I hear people say, "I'm proud of you," and they're focused on your accomplishments and things like that, because it's like, would you not be proud of me if I didn't accomplish these things? What if I failed a class, Mom and Dad? Would you still love me? And ideally, they would say yes. But we have broken human relationships. But there is one place, one person who can unequivocally tell you, "I love you," even in the depths of sin, even in the depths of you maybe not even loving yourself. That's why it's beautiful that there's crosses all over our Catholic churches. Because 2,000 years ago, before you were even a blip in the world, God was loving you. He wants you to be free of all anxiety because you don't have to earn this love. No matter what you think about God, if you think of him as some sort of boss that I have to kind of do so many things to be in order to get to heaven because that's the main goal, that's not actually the goal. The goal is to know him and to love him. So if you want to be free of anxiety, at least to the best of what I can surmise in my own anxious self, you have to totally and radically love the Lord. And whenever you feel it rising in your heart, all of these doubts and confusions and frustrations and everything you're dealing with, take a breath and maybe say a short prayer. Like, "Lord, I want you to be enough for me. I'm freaking about this paper or this test. I want you to be enough for me. I'm freaking out because this relationship is not going the way I like. Somebody's mad at me or whatever else has happened. Lord, you be the source of everything I need. You be the love that I need." Because brothers and sisters, like Paul, I should like you to be free from all anxieties.